Our third feature isn't one that has anime context. It says Kaiba versus Odeon, and probably two cards that aren't overly popular in Jinn and Apophis, but this matchup has huge CCG context. We've run simulations of the Grand Prix so we could fine-tune and iterate all of these decks more and more, and in our last two simulations, the two champions were Jinn and Apophis. And what's more, this was the finals match in the simulation where Jinn won it all. So not only is this a rematch of round 9 of this Grand Prix tournament where Jinn won 2-1, but it's a rematch of that finals and a battle of the champions. Of the 8 decks represented in the round of 12, I think the winner here has a great shot of going the distance. Let's see who it is. So Jinn, being the higher seed, 6 versus 11, will opt to go first. Opens up with a set monster and will activate Rub of the Lamp. This flips all face down monsters face up, so it allows him to add a Jinn monster with a different name from deck to hand for each wind lamp monster flipped by this effect, and that is Poisonous Lamp. Will add the Dweller Genie from deck to hand. Since Poisonous Lamp was flipped up, that'll affect like 500 damage. Jinn will now activate Dweller Genie's in-hand ability to banish itself to add a Cave of Wonders from deck to hand. We'll activate that Cave of Wonders, try and special summon a Wind Lamp monster from deck in face-up defense position. We'll bring out Cursed Lamp, and that gives it 2 lamps on board. We'll seize into Legendary Lamp. Legendary Lamp has the ability to detach a material to send a lamp card from deck to grave to add a Jinn monster from deck to hand. So we'll detach, and that will be negated by Hand of Apophis. Hand of Apophis being the quintessential hand trap. Will pitch Chaos of Apophis from hand to special summon itself and negate and destroy that monster's effect. Negate the effect and destroy that monster. But Jinn will protect the destruction of Legendary Lamp by banishing Protector Genie from hand. Jinn will set 1 and end. Apophis opens up with Blessings from Serket. This allows it to add a card that mentions Mystical Beast of Serket from deck to hand. We'll add Temple of the Kings, a huge card for this deck that allows it to use its traps the turn it is set. Activates another Blessings from Serket to add another one of those 3 spell cards, Cup of Sealed Soul this time. And that's huge because that'll give 500 attack boost to all of the trap monsters, and that'll be enough to attack over Legendary Lamp if it so chooses. Activates Cup of Sealed Soul, boosting Hand of Apophis up to 2100 attack. We'll activate Temple of the Kings. We'll set 1, so that 1 could be activated this turn if it is a trap, and that is Hidden Traps of Apophis, the wild card of the deck that allows it to set any Apophis trap from deck to field and can be activated this turn. Will set Sword of Apophis. Moving on to the battle phase, Hand of Apophis declares an attack on Legendary Lamp. Does he have another Protector Genie? No, but he does have Bury the Lamp. A trap of his own can send a Wind Lamp monster from deck to grave to flip all face-up monsters on the field face down, and that's interesting because Hand of Apophis will be flipped face down, and it does not have an on-field ability. It cannot activate itself while it's on field, but Apophis will counter by activating Sword of Apophis, since it can be activated thanks to Hidden Trap's ability to be able to activate it the turn it was set. Will target, well, not target, but when it is summoned, it can destroy a card on each side of the field. Will destroy Hand of Apophis and the Legendary Lamp. Does not have another Protector Genie to keep it on board, and since the Wind Lamp monster was removed, Cave of Wonders will be destroyed. That was the cost for Bury the Lamp. And Bury the Lamp will resolve and set Sword of Apophis back, so kind of ends up helping Apophis here to be able to recycle Sword of Apophis. Cave of Wonders is destroyed. Hand of Apophis ability activates. Since it was destroyed, can discard a card from Jinn's hand, and that'll clear out its entire field and hand, and it will be reduced top decking. So at the end of turn 2, Jinn has nothing left. La Jinn will top deck into nothing. We'll end his turn right there. Sword of Apophis will set 1. We'll activate it thanks to Temple of the Kings. That is a trap trick. Banishes Appointment of Anubis. Appointment of Anubis is set from deck to field, and that can be activated this turn, and he does. Appointment of Anubis allows him to add an Anubis card from deck to hand, and then one with a different name from graveyard to hand. He does have one engraved. So we'll add Lord of the Sacred Land from the deck. We'll add Hidden Traps of Anubis from the grave. And this is not looking good for La Jinn. Anubis, Lord of the Sacred Land, is special summoned by banishing Hand of Apophis and Chaos of Apophis from the graveyard. And with Cup of Sealed Soul, gets another 500 attack and defense boost. Will attack for 3,500. So Anubis has the quick effect ability to banish an Apophis trap from field or graveyard to banish a card on the field or graveyard. We'll set 1, and in the standby phase of La Jinn's turn, Chaos Apophis ability activates until it's banished. It can set itself back to the field, and since Temple of the Kings is active, it can be activated this turn. So that is a pretty nasty combo, 3-card combo with Chaos of Apophis, Temple of the Kings, and the Anubis card that can keep banishing the Chaos of Apophis every turn now, since it can be activated every turn thanks to Temple of the Kings. Does La Jinn with 2 cards have a way to overcome this little soft lock? Rub of the Lamp activates in the graveyard. This can banish itself and a lamp monster from the grave to try and set a monster on the field. Will target the Anubis card, but Anubis will respond by activating Chaos of Apophis, and since it is now on board, Anubis is unaffected by card effects and cannot be targeted for an attack. Chaos of Apophis' ability will also activate to banish a card from La Jinn's graveyard, that is Cursed Lamp. We'll set 1, set 2. I don't know if they're bluffs, or maybe he has one good one and is hoping Anubis doesn't hit it. Anubis' effect will activate to banish Chaos from the field, to banish the Forbidden Wish that is set on the field, so that is at least one bluff. And Sword of Apophis, of course, still on board, will activate in the end phase. When it is summoned as a monster, will destroy a card on each side of the field, and that is another, not necessarily a bluff, that is actually a good hit. Hitting Discovered Lamp to leave La Jinn with an open field. Again, no cards on field or in hand, no graveyard effects. Chaos of Apophis' standby phase ability activates to set itself back. And Apophis can go for game right here by attacking with 2,100 attack with the sword, 3,500 with Anubis for game. So Apophis gets the game 1, and La Jinn will open up game 2. La Jinn opens up by banishing Dweller of the Genie from hand to add a Cave of Wonders from deck to hand. Cave of Wonders effect activates, but that is blocked off by Ash Blossom, and since he does not control now a Wind Lamp monster, it will be destroyed. Set 1. Set 1. Monster and spell or trap will end the turn. The Apophis have something going for it. We'll set 1, set 2, set 3, and does have anything. Does La Jinn have Royal Decree? It does have Royal Decree! Oh man, okay. Locking down Apophis out of all of its moves, basically. In its turn, La Jinn flips up Golden Lamp, activates its ability to draw 1 card in, and then will not actually get that effect, Hand of Apophis, so he does have the ability to still activate the traps in hand. Will activate in hand, pitch Apophis, the Swamp Deity, to special summon Hand of Apophis, and Golden Lamp will have its effect negated and will be destroyed. But then Royal Decree will end up moving Hand of Apophis back into the spell trap zone as a dead card. La Jinn will set 1 and end. Can Apophis get an out to Royal Decree? And it does have an out. Activates Twin Twister that was set on the field. Will pitch Hand of Apophis from hand to destroy the 2 spell and traps. the Lajin has. Lajin has its own Twin Twister. Will pitch Ash Blossom to destroy the other 2 remaining set spells that Apophis has. That'll be Hidden Traps of Anubis and the Swamp Deity, which cannot be activated since Royal Decree has not been destroyed yet. The field is just about clear. A dead hand on Apophis' side, and Lajin only has 1 card in hand. Here we go with the top deck war. Lajin draws. Sets 1, sets a back row and ends. Apophis draws. Sets 1 back row and ends. Lajin sets a spell or trap and ends. And in the end phase, Apophis will activate Spirit of Apophis, but that will be blocked off by Cosmic Cyclone, so paying 1,000 life points to banish it before it can get on the board. That's huge. Sword of Apophis could have helped Apophis recoup some of its losses, but that is blocked off. See what it can top deck this time. We'll set a spell or trap and end. Lajin draws. Normal summons the Servant Genie, so it doesn't have a way to special summon it to trigger its ability, but that is still 1,700 attack on board. And Apophis will respond by activating Chaos of Apophis, and that will be negated by Forbidden Wish. So Forbidden Wish can negate any spell or trap by targeting and returning a Lajin monster on the field. So it won't get the 1,700 attack, but it'll at least block off Chaos of Apophis, which in defense mode would have prevented Servant Genie from attacking over it, but that is not how it works out. Apophis again has to top deck and doesn't do anything this time, has just a card in hand, which is probably, I don't know, Mystical Beast of Circuit or something. Let's see. Lajin draws. Normal summons the Servant Genie again, will attack for 1,700. True to Lajin's legacy, a big beat stick on the board dealing damage. Apophis draws. Doesn't have anything again, goes right to the end phase. Lajin draws. Goes straight to battle phase to attack for another 1,700. Apophis has 4,600 life points left. Lajin sets a back row and ends. Apophis sets 1 and will activate Lord of the Heavenly Prison's ability, so this can reveal itself in hand. And it has another ability where when a spell or trap that is set on the field activates, can special summon itself from the hand. So we'll declare and reveal the Lord. We'll end the turn right there. Lajin draws. Goes straight to battle phase. Servant Genie will try to attack, but Apophis has Spirit of Apophis, and that is blocked off by Forbidden Wish. So it won't be able to recoup again through the graveyard, but since a spell or trap was activated, a set spell or trap was activated, Lord of the Heavenly Prison can activate. The special summon itself if a set spell or trap is activated, and if it was if this is special summoned while it was revealed, can reveal and set 1 spell or trap directly from the deck. So Lord of the Heavenly Prison will grab an appointment with Anubis. So main phase 2, Lajin normal summons the Servant Genie and will flip summon Cursed Lamp. Cursed Lamp's ability activates to target and destroy a card on each side of the field. Will destroy the Lord of the Heavenly Prison and the Lajin. An interesting choice not to destroy the appointment with Anubis. Let's see what happens here. Apophis draws. Will activate the appointment with Anubis, and that, of course, is blocked off by Ash Blossom. So that is why Cursed Lamp destroyed the Heavenly Prison. Ash Blossom is able to block off appointment, and Apophis has no more moves. We'll move on to the end phase. Lajin draws. And it will activate Cursed Lamp's ability to special summon the Protector Genie from hand. Now it's got 2,700 attack on board, will attack with both, reducing Apophis down to its final 1,900 life points. End turn. No back row. Can Apophis come back from this? No, it cannot. Will admit defeat. Lajin takes game 2, and this is going on to game 3 as appropriately as his matchup is. Apophis will open up game 3. activating Pot of Extravagance, banishing 6 extra deck cards face down, and that'll be blocked off by Ash Blossoms, so preventing that +1. Those +1s can be huge for Apophis. Apophis still has Temple of the Kings in hand, will activate it. Set 1 will activate Appointment with Anubis. That'll allow him to add Hidden Traps of Anubis from deck. We'll set 1, set 2, and we'll reveal Lord of the Heavenly Prison. So now set, spell, and traps cannot be destroyed by card effects. We'll pass turn to Lajin. Lajin, oof. Apophis in the draw phase will activate Anti-Spell Fragrance. That is huge, because Lajin has a lot of different spells that it works with, and now we'll have to set them before it can activate them. Lajin will normal summon Golden Lamp, and Apophis will respond with Hidden Traps of Anubis, likely thinking that he has a Servant Genie in hand. Will set Sword of the Apophis from his deck. Now Lord of the Heavenly Prison's effect can activate to special summon itself, and since it was revealed, it can set a spell or trap from the deck. That is Appointment with Anubis. Now Sword of the Apophis will activate, will summon itself as a monster. That is amazing. Alright, so Lord of the Heavenly Prison will set a spell or trap, but it can't be activated that turn. But since he has Temple of the Kings on board, he can activate a trap the turn it was set. So Appointment with Anubis activates. We'll add... And Anubis was getting a little ahead of here. Sword of the Apophis will come out and destroy the Appointment with Anubis and the Golden Lamp. And Appointment with Anubis will add Conductor of Souls and the Graveyard Hidden Traps of Anubis back to hand. So that is a huge, huge momentum shift. Now Lajin will protect the destruction of Golden Lamp by banishing Protector Genie from hand. So it does look like he probably has a Servant Genie in hand to try and bring out. We'll do just that. Golden Lamp will special summon the Servant Genie. Servant Genie, when special summoned by the Wind Land monster, will add a lamp card from deck to hand. I feel like this is the first time this matchup that we've seen Servant Genie trigger. I think it took this long. We'll add Discovered Lamp. Can't activate it, so we'll have to set it. And we'll have to set Cave of Wonders as well. That is huge. So Anti-Spell Fragrance, putting in work, has to set Cave of Wonders. You can't activate it until the next turn if it gets there. Sets 2 back row. Could be spells, could be traps. We'll see. Ends turn. Apophis draws. Changes Lord of the Heavenly Prison to attack mode. Changes Sword of Apophis to attack mode. Lord of the Heavenly Prison will attack Lajin. Will deal 1300 damage. Now, if Lajin was hoping to use a Forbidden Wish, he can no longer use it. Sword of the Apophis will attack and destroy the Golden Lamp, reducing Lajin down to 5600 life points. And 3 cards set on the field, spell or traps. Apophis sets 1 and ends. So Lajin will activate that Discovered Lamp in the end phase that it searched out. We'll set Cursed Lamp from the deck. We'll now move on. No, we'll not move on to its draw phase. Apophis, since it has Temple of the Kings, can activate that Hidden Traps that it set this turn. We'll set Apophis the Swamp Deity from deck to field, so this can negate card effects on field up to the number of continuous traps that it has. So right now that is 2 others. So it can negate 2 other card effects. Alright, so now Lajin draws. Flip summon Cursed Lamp to try and destroy its back row spell or trap and that Swamp Deity. But that is negated by Hand of Apophis. That is huge. So he tries to draw out the Apophis Swamp Deity, but Anubis has Hand of Apophis to discard the Conductor of Souls to negate the effect of Cursed Lamp and destroy it. So now Apophis still has Swamp Deity to negate that Cave of Wonders, so let's see if Lajin has any other moves. But before that, Apophis will activate Hidden Traps of Anubis' graveyard ability to banish itself to set an Apophis trap on the field. Here we go, where Temple of the Kings is going to again put in work. Hidden Traps normally wouldn't allow him to activate a turn it was set, but Temple of the Kings can allow him to activate a trap card the turn that it was set. So Sword of the Apophis comes out. will destroy a card on each side of the field. Hand of Apophis on his side, and that set Cave of Wonders on his side. And now Hand of Apophis' ability activates since it was destroyed. Will pitch a card, and that is Royal Decree. Must have just top decked into that thinking it would have some moves to make, but Apophis is clearing out La Jinn's field and hand just as it did the first two games. And La Jinn has no other moves to make. This looks like it might be the end. Apophis will go straight to battle. Attack for 1600 with sword. Attack for 3000 with the Lord of the Heavenly Prison, leaving him with 1000 life points. And will he? Yes, he will. Activate Apophis, the Swamp Deity, to bring out that 2100 attack beater. Doesn't need its effect to negate anything, just needs its attack to go for game, and it does. What did La Jinn have back here? It was the Forbidden Wish. Wow. Alright, so Apophis is our first road team that wins a playoff match since the first two home teams took theirs. And La Jinn loses this matchup 2-1 and is out. Apophis moves on to the quarterfinals. I really do love this matchup. Like I mentioned, these two faced off in the finals 2 simulations ago where La Jinn won 2-1. And in that simulation, Apophis had actually defeated La Jinn in the Swiss rounds. This time, we got the opposite result, where La Jinn defeated Apophis in the Swiss 2-1, and Apophis gets its revenge with a 2-1 decision that allows it to move on to the quarterfinals. But as the 11th seed, it's got a long way to go to repeat as a champion. Stay tuned as we find out who it will face in the next round.